How you doing? My name's Sean. This video is about fixing the misfire on the Cobra Derringer 9mm. I don't know if it's in other calibers. I'm not really sure, but I've heard that the 9mm, and I've experienced myself that this 9mm misfires. I've shot about 200 rounds out of it, and I would say 75% of the time it misfired. Well, about 100 rounds before I fixed it, which was about 75% of the time misfire. And now that I fixed it, I have not had one misfire with the firearm. And my little buddy Cooper over here, Cooper, he's gonna help me. Not really. Always gonna pass back out, but whatever. Anyway, I don't really do a lot of videos ever. I'm not very good at them, but here's nothing. I got a little makeshift studio going on over here, so it's hard to... Hey, look at that, you can zoom. I didn't know that. Well, anyway, let's get started. Oh yeah, by the way, I make these holsters. This is my very first prototype one that I made for this gun. I made it in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Didn't finish the edges, anything like that. But, I don't know. I can make another one that's all nice and, I guess, professional. I don't have a machine stitcher, but I got a sewing awl, but this one's done by hand. I can just take more time doing them. But, I'd sell them for 30 bucks, honestly. What they do is, I can do left or right-handed. But what they do is this goes around your belt, like up underneath your belt and around, and snaps, and you can put it anywhere on your belt that you want it. And it's nice. I like it. I'm happy with it. But anyway, let's get to taking this thing apart and figure out what's wrong here. This thing's always a booger. Pisses me off so much. Does this every time. I got a solution for this. There you go. I need to Loctite that loose though. Alright. I like to take the barrel off. And yes, I have real tools, but this was laying right next to me when I decided to do this. And I spontaneously decided to do this after I saw a video of some guy throwing his little Derringer down on the ground, and I just don't think that's right to disrespect a firearm like that. They're beautiful little souls in their own. Anyway, now I like to take the firing pins out. Makes everything so much easier. And yeah, I've had this firearm apart many times. Because obviously, I don't know if you can tell, but I've changed the finish on it. It was a matte nickel, which that's what it looked like, and I did not like it. And I've spent excessive time sanding, hand sanding, and I still got a little bit more work to do right here, but hand sanding it down to get that to get the look it's got now. But I'm happy with it. It's just a Derringer. I don't care. Alright, so if you see there's two of these springs, or well, I should say they're supposed to be, and they are tiny, and if you hit them with your finger on accident, they will go flying forever. Alright, so you can see that both of the firing pins are out. Now let's take off both of the grips. And another thing I did to prevent misfires is, as I was sanding all this, I have polished pretty much everything up. So let's take this out, and watch out, this is under spring tension, so I'll just leave it just like that. There are two, this is the stamp down side. When they stamped it, the stamp came down from this direction. You can see because it's got the beveled, it's kind of like rounded edges. When you put it back together, make sure you put the sharp edge upwards. I made that mistake the first time I assembled it. I did it wrong and did not alternate firing pins. So, well, I took out what we need already, but I kind of polished all this up with a little really fine Dremel bit and just kind of polished it all up. And I guess that's another reason why I don't have any jams. And I also lightened the trigger pull. I just ground slightly down. You can't see it, but slightly down. But you can take this out just by taking this pin out. But anyway, so this is really what the problem is. From dry firing, what happens is this little indentation right here, this little indentation right there slams into right there. Just bam, when you dry fire it, the safety on, and what that does is it burrs this up. You can kind of see it. I did it on accident once, and then I don't know, but it kind of burred it up, and I don't know if you can see in here, but the mark that it makes, that burr made. So all you gotta do is you gotta take your hammer out. I gotta have 180 right here, and you just sand that down. I've already done it, so I'm not gonna. You sand that down. I'm not really worried about the finish of that because it's below. It's like way down below. Not way, but far enough. Anyway, let's reassemble. That's all there is to it. And I recommend polishing everything up. I've taken this chrome right here. It's a really porous chrome. Is cast and then chrome. It's really porous. It's still pretty porous, but oh, I need to get on camera, don't I? But I kind of polished it up with some Mother's Mag aluminum polish. So anyway, let's reassemble. Remember, sharp side up, and yeah, you can't tell. I'm recording this off my phone, by the way. You reassemble that. Oop. And then you get your spring. Let me zoom out, that's my problem. You get your spring, put it down in there. And the tip I like to do is hold it like you're gonna fire it, pull the trigger, and then insert this. It makes life so much easier. But make sure you have your pin ready, because I like to use my leg, but I'm gonna try not to in this video. It's a bitch. Or I'm not that strong, either one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my leg to do this, so just give me a minute. Yeah, compress that spring and pull the trigger. Everything has to happen all at the same time. So anyway, you line that up, push this in. There you go, then half cock it. Install firing pin. Multiple firing pins. If you're curious, I lost the spring. I gotta order a new one. This is a spring out of a mechanical pencil, which I fired it like that many times and it works just great. I would not recommend losing them. Not very good at this video making stuff, huh? My problem with making videos is I ramble too much and the videos get real long, and I don't know if anybody really wants to watch those. Alright, now key thing is to make sure that the firing pins alternate. So top, bottom, top. Anyway, we're good. And now you can put your barrel on, make sure the lock's open or else you're not going to have fun. Install your hinge pin, screw back together. Really, that's it, so you can stop watching now if you want. Up to you. But the main thing is what I think really did it was polishing. I even took the trigger out and polished all the edges up and all where everything makes contact, all the internals of the guns. I not polished, I should say, but smoothed a little bit, smoothed up the inside of the firearm. Anyway, hinge pin's in there. It locks. Grip. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Alrighty, that's it. Any questions? Thank you for watching. And if anybody's interested in them holsters, I'll make them for $30, but I'm not paying shipping. So just let me know. Thanks.